Well, hey guys, it is Jersey Girl, and welcome to July 25th of 2022, honey. Well, it is time for Jersey Girl Cozy Niche. So I want us to go ahead and get started with some music. I already put the disclaimer up, honey, okay? So then that way they don't try to shut us down, okay? So I do not own the rights to this here music, but of course, we're going to jam out. And I thought that this was the perfect song to go ahead and get started with. Are you ready? Hopefully it's loud enough. So while the music is playing, go ahead and invite people in. That's what I'm going to do. Working hard for the money, honey. Well, all right, and all right, okay. With the one, the only Mrs. Donna Summers, okay. Treat me right, cause honey, I be working hard for the money, okay, and so hard for it, honey, okay. Whew. All right. So as you guys can see, scrolling across the bottom of the screen is what tonight's discussion is going to be about. It is our development pillar of Jersey Girl Cozy Niche. Okay. So one of the things that we talk about, of course, are our pillars. We have 7 pillars to Jersey Girl Cozy Niche: home, family, decor, DIY, relationships. What else? Development, crafts. Yeah, personal growth and development. So I kind of lump those two together. Development, I think, is more than just personal. I believe that it goes across the board. Development in business, development in your personal life, development in your relationships, just development, period. You as a person. Okay, so that's what we're going to be getting into tonight. Of course, I want to also be able to remind you guys of where you can be able to shop, which is Jersey Girl cozyniche.com. But of course, okay, that's where you can be able to get all your goodies, your aprons, your dominoes, your coasters, your trays, your wine and bottle toppers, honey. Yes, your journals. Oh, did I say journals? Yes, I did. Baby, your pens, your office stuff, a whole bunch of stuff over there on Jersey Girl Cozy Niche. So you make sure that you go ahead and hop on over there and shop with your girl, okay? And just so y'all know, it is getting time to be ready for football season. So there is a sale that is going on Jersey Girl Cozy Niche, okay? So it's jerseygirl-cozyniche.com. And the code that you want to use is Cozy Preseason. What? That's right. Get ready for the NFL season with your favorite teams, okay? And so just so y'all know, when you are on the website and you are looking for your custom Stardust dual dominoes, it all goes by the team name, okay? So if you are, let's just say a, Dallas Cowboys fan, okay? It's, y'all know what your call out is, don't you? We them boys. Yes. So when you are hitting the drop down, you are going by your team's call out. And I'll also have the colors are also listed next to it. Okay. So just so you know, you can be able to have that. Okay. The G-Men. But of course, New York Giants. Hello. Okay. Play-Doh games with me. I live in Texas, but I am from Jersey. Feel however you want to feel. It's all good. Okay. So we got the G-Men on there, and you can be able to see the colors there as well. So we also have Orange Crush for the Broncos fans, okay? So just know that you are able to get your favorite team colors and situations, okay, over there on the page. So don't feel like you can't. You want to give some definite specific instructions, you can down in the comment section when you are checking out. So you can be able to get dominoes, trays, okay, aprons. You can get everything to coordinate, okay? Coordinate. You got to coordinate, all right? So in the midst of you coordinating, you make sure that you hop on over to jerseygirl-cozyniche.com. Leave it in the comments, and I will be reaching out to you to make sure that your order is correct. So don't feel like, oh my God, put this in. I don't know, how this going. I don't know if she got it right. Don't worry, I'm gonna reach back out to you. I'm gonna make sure you got your order right, okay? And that you're gonna be loving it. Yes, indeed. Okay, so tonight we're going to be interacting. I'm going to be touching on some things in regards to business, how I got started in business. Okay. So like I had mentioned, I don't just have one business, honey. I don't just have two businesses. I've got three and some businesses. Okay. All right. So, but here's the deal with these businesses. I've gotten them started in the great state of Texas. And so I'm sharing my experience with you all in regards to how I started my businesses here in the state of Texas. So I'm going to go ahead and give this disclaimer, okay? I am not a certified professional business advisor, okay? I am a business owner, and I am sharing my insight and information with you. So that way, if you are interested in starting a business here in the state of Texas, I'm going to tell you the steps that I went through, okay? First off as a DBA, and then I transitioned over into an LLC. And I may be speaking a little bit of Greek to you, but baby, don't worry. I'm going to break down some of this stuff here. Having this, it is a wealth of information. So don't think I'm going to try to squish it all down into 30 minutes. This is the elephant, and we're going to go ahead and take it bite by bite. How about that? I think that's going to be good. You ready to come along with me? Come on. Don't be scared. I don't bite. Well, I might. But it's going to be a good bite. You're going to like it. Trust me. Okay. So let's get on over here and kind of get started in regards to what the show is going to be about tonight. Okay. So as you can see scrolling across the bottom of your screen, it says, is there a need that this business fulfills? So when I got started with Jersey Girl, okay, I actually started out as a radio personality. Yes, I did. Okay. On the Virtuous Hour with Lady Tiffany Nicole. Yes, I did. And myself and Lady Tiffany Nicole at the helm. And it was a total of 7 of us. Okay. And everybody had a different section. Mine was home and family. Okay. So did radio and was doing the Cozy Niche the first Saturday of every month, having a little blog area and just, pulling out something that would be helpful to people. But then COVID hit. Okay. And when COVID hit, obviously they shut down some stuff, but some wonderful things were born out of COVID. Boo, 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 boo. Jersey Girl Cozy Niche, the YouTube channel, baby. That's right. I got started on my YouTube channel in March of 2020 because everything got shut down. And at that time, I was living in the home that I sold. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. And I could not stay in that kitchen, y'all. That thing was brown, doodle brown. I had doodle brown all around me. I needed change and I got it. Thank you. So I got it. So what I did was, you guys, if, just those that are just recently joining Jersey Girl on her journey, I actually got started by, redoing the kitchen in that house because everything was brown. And so I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. So I went ahead and gave a facelift to my kitchen. And then I just went ahead and started the YouTube channel. Okay. So again, that was in March of 2020. So in June, about towards the end of June of 2020, I went ahead and I made Jersey Girl Cozy Niche a DBA here in the state of Texas. What is a DBA? Doing business as. Having a DBA, doing business as. We'll go ahead and go through it. But number one, I made sure that the name was available. Who else was calling themselves Jersey Girl? Okay. And a Cozy Niche, baby, please. I knew she was in a league all by herself. But I still needed to check and make sure I was good. Okay, so I did. And then I got registered with the state of Texas. Okay, so at that time, my fee was only $17. Yeah, I think now the fee for having a DBA registered in the county that you're in, at that point in time, I was in Harris County. okay, Texas. And so I went ahead to the registrar's office and I paid in order to have my business registered as a DBA, doing business as Jersey Girl Cozy Niche. And I got my stamp and I was ready to go. Okay. And all of that took maybe 10 minutes, if even that. Okay. So if you have any questions, I want to make sure that you guys leave it down in the comments. So then that way I can make sure that I address any questions that you guys have. I want to make sure that all of these, for some reason, sometimes it does not show up. So I'm going to go over here on Facebook on my phone and make sure that I can see you all. Because why it's tripping, I have no idea. But we're not going to allow that to stop us because you already know how this goes. I don't believe in nothing stopping me, okay? Ain't no stopping us now. See, that would have been a good song to play too, honey. All right? But it's all good because we are in here like what? Like swimwear, baby. Yes, yes, yes. She is here. Okay, so with me being here, let me make sure that I am still running live, honey. Look, got to make sure that my volume ain't up crazy. Okay, bam. Y'all can hear me. You can hear me. Okay, perfect. Perfecto. Okay. And then I want to make sure I am coming over here on, let's see, maybe go to my personal page and make sure I'm rolling over there too. Okay. So then that way I can see what you guys are saying here and read any of your comments. Yes. Let's go down to the comment section. Okay. Live chat, please. Yes, thank you. Okay. So DBA, I went and got registered in with the county at the Harris County registrar's office, and only cost me about $25. Total, no, it was $17. I think now it's about $25. But definitely, you're going to have all the links that I had. I'm going to make sure that I run it by you guys. I do have a PowerPoint up, so then that way you guys can kind of see what's going on with that. Okay. All right. So when taking a look to say, what need does my business fill? Well, being that we was locked up in the house, it was like, okay, I was being able to fulfill, being able to decorate your home with the stuff that you had at home because we was on lockdown or limited. The home improvement stores were open. So Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace Hardware, these kind of places were open. And so I was like, okay, now is a great opportunity to get to do the to-do list that I didn't get a chance to do, or shall we just say just never got done. Okay. And so because I was like, you know what? I kept waiting for someone else to do it. And fact of the matter is, shame to say, okay, and we'll get a chance to talk about this in later things, but it's just like, okay, are you going to sit around and wait for someone else to do it, or are you going to do it? And sad to say, I have been through enough of that in my lifetime, waiting for someone else to do it and for them just being lazy and not doing it. And then I step up and I do it. Well, I got trained, didn't I? Okay, don't do it. And she's going to end up doing it. So there was stuff that was like, okay, this stuff has been sitting around for a while to get done. And honestly, the only time it's going to get done is if I do it. And what better way than at that point in time to go ahead and change things around than to go ahead and get my kitchen looking amazing. And so that's exactly what I did. Okay. So I was excited in order to go ahead and get that going. With me having my DBA, my doing business as, I was able to go and open up a business checking account. Now, you may think that you need to have an LLC or corporation or be incorporated in order for you to do that. Here in the state of Texas, that is not the case. I did not have to be incorporated. I did not have to be a limited liability corporation. That is what an LLC is, okay? I did not have to be incorporated, okay? I just had my DBA and I was able to go ahead and get started, okay? So that was a wonderful thing that happened. I want to be able to go ahead and pull up and add to the stream ways that you can be able to follow me, of course, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram. And what I need to add over here is also on TikTok, baby. But on TikTok, I'm JG Cozy Niche, not Jersey Girl. I didn't spell it all out, okay? I did have one, but I went ahead and dumped that. So let's go ahead on to our very first slide, y'all. I want to make this nice and big. How about that? So step number 1, write your business plan. Why is this important? Well, this is very important, especially if you're looking for funding, honey. Okay. So, and then it helps you to be able to hone in on exactly what it is that you are looking for. So, what is a business plan? It is a dynamic roadmap for your business. It should outline the main purpose and value proposition of your business, its structure, financing, and competitive advantages. Now, the U.S. Small Business Administration, SBA for short, has some great templates for crafting together a business plan. So that can definitely be something that is very helpful to be able to have, okay? Because like I said, if you're applying for a grant or a loan, they're going to be asking you for your business plan. And so it's great to already have that in place, all right? So that's something definitely positive. What's another thing that we need to have? Well, step number 2, choose your business location. Now, this is only relevant if by the time you're taking a look at things and you have decided on what you want your business to be, what need it fulfills. Do you actually need a location? Or can this be a home-based business, okay, that you can be able to work from your home? If it is not a home-based business that you can be able to work from home, then you need to be looking at location, honey. Exactly. Where's all the foot traffic going to go? So choosing a business location will depend on the type of business you operate. Consider looking in area zoning ordinances. Assesses how feasible it is to access your supply chain and customers, and if there is an available workforce. So when they're talking about zoning, you need to understand that there is residential zoning, there is commercial zoning, and there is also mixed zoning, okay? Residential, all housing, okay? So when you have residential, that's exactly what it is. So there are no businesses that should be operating commercial type of businesses, trucking, laundromat, these types of things that should be outside of a residential construct. So if it's daycare or, candles, skincare, these are things that can be contained within the residential. But going outside of that, that's where you go over into your commercial, your real estate, your grocery stores. Okay. So these are your commercial places, Walmart, Kroger's, Piggly Wiggly. I'm trying to make sure I'm just not sticking it to Texas. So that way you guys can get a more of a rounded idea. Okay. And then mixed zoning allows you it has residential and commercial together. And so if that is something that can be beneficial for you, wonderful. Generally, when you're looking in a city, that it can be more of a mix because it is city, okay, commercial and residential mixed in there together. But again, that's not always the case. But that is something I want you guys to take a look at. So let's go ahead on over here to our banners. I want you guys to also consider when you are taking a look at your business, what exactly is it that, sorry, I don't mean to show that here. Let's take a look at this. Who is your target audience and how are you going to reach them? For Jersey Girl Cozy Niche, it was basically everybody was at home. So it was like target audience is those that have social media looking for an outlet. I do know what my demographic is, and I know that right now it's mainly women, but it's just not restricted to women. And so my target audience are those that are looking in regards to relationships, decorating, designing, things like that. So I needed to know who my audience was. So then that way I know exactly who I'm talking to, who I'm catering to. Then the other side of that, how am I going to reach these people? How am I going to get to them? Well, obviously it was social media because everybody was tuned in to all the social media. Y'all know Netflix went up. Facebook definitely went up for sure. Instagram shot up. So all social media platforms zoomed up because everybody was on lockdown. So it was our only outlet. And so there were a lot of wonderful businesses that got started out of 2020, that were birthed out of 2020. And, people getting followers, myself included, and subscribers. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and rocking with your girl butt, of course. Okay. So I'm extremely grateful for that. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look again at what your step number 3 would be for your business. I want to make this big. Finance your business. Now, there are several ways to fund your new enterprise, including using your own savings and raising money from friends and family. I'm going to pause right here. I'm going to pause for the cause. Why am I going to pause for the cause? Because, baby, let's just be totally honest with it, shall we? You cannot just rely on your family and your friends to support you. Truth hurts, but it is truth, okay? You have to reach outside of your immediate networking and begin to expand. That's why it's your audience and how will you reach them? So when there are vendor events, go ahead and spread your wings. Get yourself out there. Get in front of people that you normally would not have. You know, if that means that you're running ads on Facebook or Instagram or, various mediums that you can be able to do that. Printed articles, electronic boards, partnering with other creators. Okay, that's another great way to go ahead and network as well. It can be fantastic, but I don't want you to limit yourself because I can tell you it can be very disappointing. You would think that your family and friends would be very supportive of you. And just to be honest, sometimes it's not necessarily going to be coming from your own friends and family. And as much as they love you, they got their preferences too. And your taste may not necessarily be there. So don't take it personal. I know I don't take it personal when my friends and family don't, because I'm just like, hey, I understand if you don't utilize my service. I'm okay with it. I don't take it personal because I know that there's certain things that I like a certain way. And if you my friend, I know that you like certain things a certain way. So I got you there too. Okay. But there are some amazing benefits, grants, loans that are available to you, especially for women, minority women. Okay. There are a lot of programs that you can be able to qualify for. All right. And so I'm going to highly suggest that you go ahead and you open up, get a chance to talk to other business and business entrepreneurs to see exactly what they did, begin to rub shoulders and gain knowledge and get sharpened by others. You want to be able to grow, situate yourself and network yourself amongst other successfuls. Okay. There's nothing worse than to be sitting around those and be in company of those that do not speak your language. If you are trying to escalate and go higher, it's not good to have a vibration that's this low. And I thank God for my girlfriends that are. It's like, girl, you ever thought about this? Like, no, girl, I didn't think about that. Girl, maybe you ought to, And then I'm like, oh, maybe I should. Maybe you should, So helping to elevate me going up. And I so appreciate my girlfriends that do that, okay? So in regards to financing, you can also apply for a bank or microloan, secure a federal loan via the SBA, or seek credit through personal financing. And again, the SBA does offer some wonderful options for you to be able to utilize. What is your business structure going to be? Okay. Business structure and registration. Okay. Determine the appropriate structure for your business. So is it going to be a DBA, sole proprietorship, LLC? Is it going to be a corporation, or is it going to be a co-op? All of these things I'm just touching on right now because, like I said, baby, this is the elephant. We can't get into this whole thing tonight, but we're going to show enough touch on some of the things just to kind of get you started and give you a little bit of a taste. Business tax responsibilities. Anybody that was following me on TikTok saw that I said on the 20th, baby, listen, I went ahead and got my whole entire life, honey, because I went ahead and I got my doggone taxes done. I chose quarterly filing. So in the state of Texas, for being a registered business in the state of Texas, the filing that I chose for my taxes is quarterly instead of annually. What does that mean? Every quarter on the 20th of the month is when I report whatever my earnings are. For me, it's a lot easier. And for others, they may choose, I just want to do it once a year, just like I do my state and my federal, and I'm good. And guess what? They can choose to do that as well. Nothing wrong with them choosing that, okay? But business tax responsibilities, determine the potential tax responsibilities of the new business with federal, state, and local tax authorities. Federal tax obligations are filed through the IRS. State tax filings are done through, here in the state of Texas, the Texas Comptroller of Public Accountants, CPA, okay? And like I told you guys, I chose to do quarterly for my filing, all right? Just as a really good FYI to you all. All right, number 7, business licenses and permits by business type. So a general business license is not required in the state of Texas. However, there are certain licenses, permits, certifications, and registrations and authorization of business activities that you do have to register with the state, okay? There is this link right here, the 2022 Texas Business License and Permits Guide, and they offer a comprehensive list of state permits and licenses that you can be able to go ahead and take a look at. I'm going to go ahead and show this across the screen, okay? So this is the link that you can be able to get to that is going to get you to the Licenses and Permits Guide for the state of Texas. So that way you can make sure that you're in compliance. We don't want nobody going to jail behind nothing, people, okay? All right? Now, here is a tidbit of information I want to make sure that I go ahead and share with you guys. It is having an EIN number, okay? EIN number, Employee Identification Number. This is like your Social Security number, but it is a Social Security number for your business, okay? So your business is your baby, okay? And you want to make sure that your baby is registered. This is going to help you, especially when it comes down to you getting that Duns and Bradstreet number. Ooh, did I just drop a gem? I sure did. And I'm sure enough going to drop some more. You better believe it. But it is free. You do not have to pay for an employee identification number. That is an EIN number, which is like the Social Security number for your business. It can be able to help you with loans and getting credit as well. So instead of you having to utilize your Social Security number, even when you're doing an EVA, you can go ahead and get registered and get an EIN number, okay? So then that way you can make sure that your identity is being protected as much as possible. Here is another great tidbit. It is the North American Industry Classification System. NAICS for short, okay? So all this is doing is it's for the Census Bureau, and it helps to be able to know how many businesses fit into what particular category and for you to know what your category of business actually is. So I got that link up there as well. And if you can believe it or not, y'all, we already at the end, but I am going to go ahead and show this, how to start a business in the state of Texas. Small business at gov.texas.gov, okay? So you can be able to click on this link in the state of Texas, and they can give you the complete rundown of what it is that you need in order to start a business in the state of Texas. So the next time that we go ahead and dive in more about doing business here in the state of Texas, we're going to go ahead and talk about incorporations, okay? So having a C Corp or an S Corp, what that means and what those tax breaks actually mean for you, okay? So thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight for the development pillar of Jersey Girl Cozy Niche. I really do appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure that you go ahead, like and subscribe, definitely to the YouTube channel, but of course, okay? And make sure that you guys follow and leave comments because it helps with the algorithm. And I surely do appreciate you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye. That wraps it up for this edition of Jersey Girl Cozy Niche. Thank you guys so much for rocking out with us. Make sure that you hit that bell, the notification bell, so that way you can be notified every single time I go live or upload a new video. Because the YouTube channel is where you get your steak, potatoes, desserts, and drinks, baby.